Baby, I know Big Mama didn't help raise you. We've all seen it. Whether it's on TV, in church, in the street, in the supermarket, the restaurant. These people who come around acting like they don't have no home training, and we know Big Mama didn't have nothing to do with raising them. So I'm about to give you 6 ways to tell that you didn't have nothing to do with Big Mama, and Big Mama didn't have nothing to do with raising you. Okay, let's go. Number 1, they are downright
disrespectful.
Ain't got no kind of respect, no regard for people that are older than them, your elders, say whatever they want to say in front of people.
You never consider the impact of what you say.
No, I do not.
Just be disrespectful to your elders.
Shut fuck, man. Hey, you're not gonna do me like that. I'm gonna open that ass up. Shut up.
Number 2, they don't care how they look when they come out the house.
It's obvious that Big Mama done helped raise you. If you are coming outside with your sleeping clothes on, you get out the bed with your pajama clothes on, you look exactly the way you did when you rolled over from out your bed first thing in the morning. You walk around with your pajama pants on, slouching, or they're too tight.
You walk around with your bonnets on everywhere you go.
That ain't no good home training. Fellas, you're walking around with your pants hanging off your behind.
You ain't in jail.
Billboards around Brooklyn urging citizens to
Stop!
What is you got your pants hanging off your behind for?
Who actually were interested in other male prisoners would wear their pants low like this so that the buttocks is a little exposed so that everybody knows.
Yo, bruh, pull up your pants.
Don't nobody want to see your rusty crusty. And girls, ladies,
Don't nobody want to see your headlights. You're walking around, your boobs as big as balloons, and you don't have on no brazier.
you just don't care what you look like. We know you ain't had nothing to do with Big Mama, and Big Mama didn't have nothing to do with raising you. Number 3. They are lazy as all get out. Now, if you were raised by Big Mama, and I'm not talking about those new modern day grandmas who are in their 30s, I'm talking about Big Mama, back in the day Big Mama who is 60 plus. She gonna tell you, get your lazy butt up and go get some work done. You ain't gonna lay around Big Mama house all day long, not do nothing. But nowadays, straight up lazy, don't want to do nothing, sleep up until 12 o'clock every day, laying around on the couch, watching TV, playing video games, won't even get up and clean her house up. They always looking out for a handout, wanting somebody to do everything for them. You want to stay with your girlfriend because she's getting food stamps and she on welfare. You don't want to get your rusty butt up and go get you a real job. You want to hang around on the streets all day long. You don't want to do nothing. You just straight up lazy. You ain't help raise your children. You put your children off on your mama. You want to be in the club all day long, all night long, sit around getting your nails done, waiting on some man to pay for your bills. Big Mama didn't have nothing to do with raising you. Number 4. Baby girl don't know how to cook. If you can't even put an egg in the water and boil it long enough for it to be a hard-boiled egg, Big Mama didn't have nothing to do with raising you. Fellas, if you can't scramble you an egg and make you some grits with a little bacon, you know your Big Mama done helped raise you. Big Mama gonna have you in that kitchen at an early age, teaching you how to cook. She gonna have you making biscuits. She gonna have you making dressing. She gonna teach you how to cook. So if you around here and you in your 20s and 30s and older and don't know how to cook, then you ain't have nothing to do with Big Mama, and Big Mama didn't have nothing to do with raising you. You need to know how to cook. Number 5. You have poor hygiene. In other words, you stink. If Big Mama was in your life coming up, she would be the first one to tell you, go get your tail in there and bathe. Go get in that tub and take you a bath. You were not going to be around Big Mama and be smelling. She's not going to let that happen. Now, if you grew up back in the day, back in my era, you know when your parents would tell you, and mother, big mama tell y'all to go on outside and play out from the grown folk, go out there and play, and you could stay outside until the street light came on. But before you got back in that house, she would tell you ain't gonna come in here smelling like no little wet puppies. You gonna go get in there and bathe. And she would even sometimes put a little Clorox, a little cap of Clorox in your water when you bathe to make sure you get all the germs off and get that stank off. Yeah, Big Mama didn't play that. If you can identify with any of the 5 reasons already mentioned in this video, comment below and say that or testify. And if you're still watching this long, you can't leave me now. We've come too far for you to leave me now. You want to hang around and hear that final reason. That reason may very well be why the world is in the mess it's in today. Last but not least, number 6. You don't go to church. You don't reverence God. Now, we know back in the day, Big Mama was going to have you up on Sunday mornings ready to go to church, and you going to go to church. You ain't going to sleep in because Big Mama said, we getting up for him, we going to church. So if you got these people around here these days who don't believe in God, they don't reverence God, they don't respect God, they don't know nothing about going to church, and they don't want to know nothing about going to church, then you know you ain't have nothing to do with Big Mama, and Big Mama didn't have nothing to do with raising you.